way that this system works is there are when villagers get scared of the zombie, like they have a chance to create iron golems to protect them.
Okay.
So basically what happens with this is they stay in a perpetual state of fear and always have a chance of spawning iron golems, which then spawn on the platform on top of that middle part there. They spawn there, the water pushes them off into this section.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi.
And then all
At
of
last
the
we will
drops
have
come
revenge.
behind you, get sucked down.
It's Chuck
into
Norris's
hovers,
water.
which
It's a
then
roundhouse
creates
kick of hydration.
a buttload of iron.
Hey, question. Are you a bad guy?
Yes. Then
Or you're gonna fight that thing? I'll let them take care of that first. Oh, they kicked it off the side. Dang. Alright. Hey guys.
Enemy closing in. Sure.
Okay. That was the coolest thing I've ever done. Just jump in. I don't need no rope. Oh.
Okay. The diamond's in that contraption at the back of the
Oh.
room.
Oh, cool. Oh, right there? Okay.
But it's locked up tighter than the business end of a camel.
What?
And I should know. I've had first-hand experience.
Sir, what? It is locked up tighter than the business end of a camel. And I should know. He's still alive? He is still alive. Get up, Kyle. 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 Okay, we're going after the guy with the thermal detonators first, for sure. This is like, basically, you know those games called Dark Souls and Elden Ring? Have you guys heard about these games?
Not to attract too much attention.
They're little known games, but they're notorious for being as difficult as Jedi Knight to Jedi Outcast. It's pretty much like you have to be in. What's happening? Oh, to you. Okay, I can do that. All right, let's
My
go.
passphrase is
Is-
Scheherazade.
Scheherazade. I'm gonna forget that.
Do not forget it.
I'm gonna forget it. I already did.
And stop.
Yes. Would I blanket statement across the board and say every single one of them is in a cult? I don't think I would say that. But I think there's culty behavior for sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, and the Texas governor, yeah, we can get started about that. 2022, here in, what is that, November or something? That'll be important. No, it's totally. Oh, what the? This door just appear out of nowhere?
I don't know.
Do I dare go through it? Oh, Narnia. Alright, whatever I need is here. I have everything that I require within me. It's right there. The key was just sitting right there. Alright. Told ya. Just remember when you're doubting yourself, that everything you need is staring you right in the face. Okay? It is with a heavy heart that I come to you this morning on this beautiful Saturday morning, March 16th, 2024, to inform you that I lost a ton of followers last night. I lost so many followers that it's kind of been a hit to my morale. I lost like 3,000 followers. Back down to 370. Just, you know, the OG crew that's always been there supporting me. But I'm grateful for those of you who have always been here supporting me. It's a little hit to the morale, you know? I was very excited at the influx, and it's just, I don't know why. I guess I said something wrong. I've been canceled. I have been canceled, and I have been targeted and victimized and harassed. And I don't know why. Oh,
I subbed yesterday, but Twitch said to share it, so yay.
Yay. Thank you, Ams. I appreciate you. Obviously, I'm joking, but the bots are gone. It was a short-lived experiment in fame, but it is no more, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it. It's fine. Hang on. I need a minute. Okay, I'm back. How's it going? Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Congratulations to Pirate Eggs. Let me make sure. Yes, Pirate Eggs for becoming the Phantom Menace today for the 33rd time. Wild. And thank you so much for the roundhouse kick of hydration. I will hit that next. Keep going back to the wrong screen. As far as the emotes go, Ams, and good morning to you as well. Good morning to the art bot that I banned the moment I went live. So thanks for that. Yeah, the emotes. So the basic emotes, the LOL, the GG, the hi, and the hype, as well as the purple guy with the heart. Those are all Twitch like basic emotes that you can add. But then the ones of me doing PogChamp and the zoom in on the eyes, those are me. Technically, the non-love one is like a combination of Clumsy, I think, made the helmet for me, and then I put the beard on. I don't remember, but like the emote itself I made, but I used other resources. Does that make sense? I'll bring this down just a little bit. There we go. But yeah, some of the ones that I'm most, I say proud of, but happy with are the Santanon, the Nanka, which is kind of a deep cut joke that really didn't go anywhere other than like one stream where I was like talking about Willy Wonka or something. And then Clumsy was like Nanka, and then went quiet for like 3 hours and then came out with that. But yeah, I would love to have some more. I would just probably need to hire somebody. And I also haven't really decided fully on like a style for things, you know? The purple guy is really cute. Yeah. Pirate Eggs is halfway to 66. True. Are you going to stop at 66 or 69? Maybe I should have a 69 cap. Maybe. All right. Anyway, we're back. We're back with more Lego. We're back with the Falcon. We're going to try to finish it today. This is off kilter a little bit. There we go. We're on bag number 8. Bag. My wife always makes fun of the way I say bag. And now I don't even know if I'm saying it the way I normally say it. Bag, bag, bag. Go get that bag. That's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to get the bag. Well, how's everybody's weekend going so far? I know it's early, but for some of us, for others, it's already afternoon and evening. Yeah, I did. Loot sent that little tool to delete the bots, and so I did that and just sat there and watched my follower count just plummet. But yeah, there was a ton of bots. There's even a couple that I think for some reason were in there from a while back, and so it put me back to 370, and I don't remember exactly how much I was at, but it was around that. And hey, if they're not real followers, I don't want them, you know? I thought about just being like, it kind of be funny to just keep it in there and then just continue to act like they're actual followers. It could have been kind of funny, but I was like, well, I don't know. I don't want anybody thinking, any future partners or something, I don't want them thinking that I did that on purpose, you know? That like I did it for the joke. So I was like, I gotta delete them because otherwise it'll probably look like I was the one responsible for botting myself. I don't think anybody here would think that, but you know how it goes. Yeah, I don't want the fake. I mean, the fake accounts, I don't think they do anything. After they had followed, what are they going to do? Then mass subscribe? Oh no. Mass watch my videos? No, they're just kind of like there. They just follow. They're just kind of meant. I'm going to talk about more of this in the edited video that I'm working on from the Friday show. But they're just there to kind of overwhelm a streamer who doesn't really know what's going on. Starts getting a bunch of follows and gets excited. You know, I also think sometimes it's like trolling, like they're watching on their side to see somebody like freak out, be excited at first, and then the realization or their chat start to tell them like, no, honey, these are bots. You know. But I knew after the second one. The first one I was even suspicious just because like the username was so odd, you know. Mass spam? I don't know. I don't know if they would ever mass spam chat or not. I don't know. I think it's just because it's like not organic growth, you know. But it's sort of just a minor inconvenience. I'm not entirely sure why people spend the time doing it. It's just sort of a minor inconvenience. Like it's like, okay, cool, you got me. You did it. You got me to spend literally, what, 5 minutes going through that site that Loot sent and clicking a few buttons and being done. Like, good job. I've been ruined. I'm ruined. I'm gonna quit. However, it could be part of more targeted harassment for some people. Who knows on my side? Probably just somebody. I was in Just Chatting. I gotta tell you, Just Chatting category is freaking weird. It's weird. I have gotten the weirdest people coming through the Just Chatting section to the point where I'm like, is it even worth streaming in that category? I don't know. Probably yes, but I don't know. It just seems really just so many like trolls and people who are just trying to get a rise out of people. Probably even people who are in there making their own videos and their own content, trying to like, I don't know. I trolled 300 Twitch streamers or something. So it's in some kind of compilation somewhere, you know. So the point would be somebody who kind of isn't maybe up to speed on, maybe they're a newer streamer. And they're not super up to speed on like what to do in that scenario. Imagine if I had just an obnoxious follow sound. Right now I just have like hello there, right? Not too bad. Pretty short. But if I had like a clip from a movie every time somebody followed and it was loud and, you know, cuz you wanted it to like grab people's attention, right? And then all of a sudden that is now being spammed 3,000 times. And if you don't know what I know and have the button ready, like I have the button right at the top of this where I can click this little thing. You can't even see it, but I click it on, click it off, and my alerts go on or off. So I can turn it off pretty quick. But imagine if you don't know that. You know, imagine if you're just kind of new to this whole thing and you're like, I'm going to try out this Just Chatting stream thing. And you essentially get harassed. So to us, it can feel like it's not that big of a deal, but I think to the right person, it can cause them quite a bit of harassment, you know. How long would it take to make the bot? Would it be worth it? I don't know. Where's code? I don't know. Probably hunting them down through their IP. That was the best part of the stream for me, where code's like, I got you. I was like, are you going to take care of this? I disavow everything you're about to do, but go get him. Get him. Sick him. I thought that was pretty funny. The video, I started editing the video last night. It's going to be pretty good. I'm trying to think of like a funny title for it, but it's gonna be something along the lines of like how I gained 3,000 followers while talking about the education system, or something like that. Or like I could clickbait it really bad and be like, this is how to gain 3,000 followers in one stream. That's a pretty funny. Yeah, but like part of the video is also going to be about the education stuff we talked about. So like it's not going to all be about the bot follows, but I think something like that would be funny. Make it seem like it's one of those tutorial videos, like how to gain 3,000 plus followers in one stream. Just be good, be better, you know? Code for mod. I have such a hard time selecting people for mod. Like, I think you might be right if that's something he'd be up for at some point, but we'd have to have like a long discussion about like what's bannable, you know, what I don't know. There'd be a lot. Of course, I'd have that conversation with like anyone who would become a mod. Because at the time where I would need to like bring on more of a mod squad, like that would probably indicate that like things are popping off, you know. Right now it's manageable, I think, for me. Yeah, there would definitely be an interview process. I don't know what that would consist of yet, but for anybody who would want to apply, there would definitely be an interview process for that. Oops. For sure. I'm usually pretty chill when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's just like, you know, they'd have to be up to speed on like what I feel is a bannable offense, you know. I don't know. But then also as a streamer with a mod crew, it would be really nice to just be able to be like, listen, all mod decisions are final. I got nothing to do with it. That's kind of how I would want to position it, is like, look, I directed the mods, like here's what we want. It would have to be somebody who's been a part of the community for a while, who kind of gets the vibe we're going for here. And so I have basically, you know, for lack of a better word, trained them on how I want them to do things. And so after that, I got nothing to do with it. They're not going to like consult me per se. Maybe on some things, but on most things, they're not going to consult me. Should I ban this person? You know, unless it's like a very odd scenario. And that way I can just be like, look, the mods are part of the community, and the community decided that they didn't want you here. So there isn't really any, why would you want to be in a place where the community doesn't want you? You know, there isn't really any, there isn't really anything else we can do about that, you know? Oops. Obviously, if a mod was like got power hungry and weird about it, obviously there would be action taken there. But I again, that would hopefully all come out in the interview process. I can't see anyone being power hungry in this community. I would hope so. I would hope so. You can tell the kind of vibe I'm going for. It gets more and more defined as time goes on, which is nice. You saw somebody post the inside of the R2-D2. I saw somebody put it up next to the R2-D2 that I have, and it's much smaller. But yeah, I'd imagine it's a bunch of Technic, right? But I think that's great for people who like couldn't afford to have the other one, to have a version of it that's a little bit smaller and a little bit more affordable, you know? Kiefer, hello. Good morning. How you doing? I always think that more Lego being accessible is really good, especially price wise. It's just hard. It's hard out there, you know? Let's zoom out. Oops. Are you still considering it for the minifig? I don't think so. You know, I guess that could change if I get an influx of cash that can be spent on it, and then I go, okay, I need some sets to build, especially for building on the stream. I could consider it, but yeah. You ever built the Super Star Destroyer, the MIDI scale one? Yes, I have that behind me here. Whoops, I keep going to the wrong scene. I don't think you can see it because it's right. It's really hard to see because it's so dark. I gotta work on my shelf lighting. I really do. But yes, I do have that one. It's pretty great. You bought a Chinese knockoff of the 6-foot one? Oh, you mean the big one. How are the Chinese knockoffs? That's something I've never done. I've never gone into the Chinese knockoff stage. Is it Lepin? Is that the brand name? The 6-foot one would be pretty impressive though. Make the 3,000 followers pay for it. Yeah, I should charge them for the time. If only those bot follows. If only they had to like be viewing a channel when they follow, I could have just gone for the next hour just slamming ads at them. That would have been great. It sagged over time though. That's a shame. They probably don't have the same like locking power as Lego, huh? I haven't personally gone down the knockoff Lego route. Other than like, you know, as a kid, my parents got me some Mega Blocks because they didn't know any better, bless their hearts. And I've spent most of my childhood and adult years purging Mega Blocks from my collection. So, and sometimes, every once in a while, I find a lone piece that's like, that doesn't look weird. The Chinese minifigures are the same. It's the same molds. That's interesting. Are they like originally made over in China or something? Hey, shush. Mega Bloks own the Pokemon and my kid loves them. All right. Well, you'll be having a long conversation with him when he gets a little bit older. I understand it, especially my parents' position. They had a lot of kids. And so being able to afford the Lego sets that your one of your kid wants. My older brothers liked Lego, but not in the same way that I liked Lego, you know. They're very overpriced. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. You pay a lot for Lego. Oops, this is supposed to go. Shoot. Supposed to go like this. There we go. So I don't really blame my parents for it. It's a little harsh to blame them for it. I do it just for the jokes. I don't blame them. They're good parents. Doing the best they can, you know? Look at that. Little cockpit. There is some Mega Bloks Star Trek sets because they got the Star Trek license. I would love to have a Lego Enterprise. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I don't think I'm going to spend my money. I don't think I'm going to spend it on Mega Bloks just because it's like, yeah, it's cheaper. But for me and my collection, it makes more sense to stick with Lego for now. However, a 6-foot Star Destroyer is a little tempting, you know? Okay, look at that. Look at that. It's coming together. I was like, why does that seem so off? Wait, why does that seem so off? No, that's right. Okay. Huh. The stand is very unbalanced right now. Do I have it backwards? Maybe I put the stand back on backwards. That would make a lot of sense. No, because it's not going to be pointed down like that. You see that? Okay, hang on. Let me look at the instruction. The instruction shows it like this. There we go. Okay. That makes way more sense. Yeah, and the back will help kind of balance things off as well. I have every Ice Planet set from the 90s. Ice Planet was a good line, too. The Slave One Boba Fett kit? I do. You talking the UCS one? You can't quite see it from this angle, but it is right there. I would love to hear anybody's solutions for lighting on those things behind me. I'd like you to be able to see the sets from this angle. That'd be pretty nice. So any suggestions would be a wonderful. By the way, April is going to be the Lego sorting month, where I'm going to get my collection under control. I need to start thinking about like what that means and what I'm going to do. Yes, that is a Keychron keyboard. The gosh, I can't remember the model number now, but I love it. I love it. My favorite keyboard so far. And I've only had a couple, but yeah, I love it. Okay, we're going to push this aside. Beautiful. Beautiful. So far, so good. Ad is on the way. Thank you, Bebo. I need some more coffee. You have a Keychron M3 magnesium mouse. I didn't realize that they're making mice now. That's pretty cool. What's the benefit of magnesium? I'll tell you, one of my... I've been using Logitech mice for so long. This is the... what is this? The MX Master 3. I got for Christmas about 2 years ago. And is great. Outside of my biggest complaint is just... I don't know if you can tell, but like it gets so gross. Like this isn't like any like hand stuff. It's just the plastic material after a while. And this started happening a couple months after using it. Like it just starts to kind of deteriorate. Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to see it. You see that right there? It's not like my hand oils and stuff. It's just the plastic itself starts bubbling up. And it looks disgusting. Looks gross. It's not even out yet. You got a prototype. That's pretty cool. But yeah, if there's any mouse out there that can solve this disgusting problem, it's really hard to see in this light. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. Wait, this way. You see that? Yeah, like right there. It just makes the mouse so gross. It isn't about it being clean. I clean it multiple times. It's about the plastic itself just starts like scraping away and bubbling up. Get a G502. Is that still a Logitech one? G502 mouse. Let me look at it real quick. Logitech, yeah. Logitech. Ba-bum. It's a G502 Hero high performance wired gaming mouse. There is the Lightspeed. Is the Lightspeed wireless worth it? Ooh, I do like the way that looks though. I kind of do. Ooh, I do like the way that looks. Look at that. That looks pretty nice. It doesn't have the same this is less plastic and more rubber. It's great at first, but like after 2 years, it kind of gets to the point where it just looks gross. It's not. It's fine, but it just looks gross. But I'm pretty much I'm a fan of Logitech. I used a lot of Logitech stuff over the years. Used to be a big fan of their keyboards until I found Keychron, and now that's pretty much all I can do. I do also have a custom Lego keyboard over there too, but well, not custom, it was from a kit, but that's more on display. I don't get an opportunity to use it as much as I would like. It looks uncomfortable, but it's very ergonomic. It looked like it would probably be all right. Yeah. All right. So, did I finish that piece? I did. Now. Jeez. I love gear. I tell people at work this all the time. Like I'm kind of a gearhead when it comes to hang on, sorry. This piece popped off. When it comes to like keyboards and accessories for work from home and stuff like that, I usually let them do it. Thank you so much for being here, Kiefer. I appreciate it. I hope you come back. We do Lego streams on just about every Saturday, and then we play games during the week about the same time. So pop on back if you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Ursa, what's up? Oh, look at that. That was satisfying. Hold on. Sometimes when something's that satisfying, I just got to do it twice. Look at this. I put this little piece right here. See that? And that's on this hinge, and it just goes. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that great? It's wonderful. Okay, no, don't swoosh it yet. It's not at swooshing stage. Bag number 9. What's going on, Ursa? How you doing? How's the weekend so far? It's so weird asking people how their weekend's going at, 6 a.m. on a weekend, on a Saturday, but it's going, so it's got to be going good or bad. On a whole, On a whole, WHOLE, whole. And it's Mursa. Hi. Sleep late. Up till 2 playing D&D tabletop Goblin Druid who turns into dinosaurs. That's wild. That's a wild sentence. But yeah, that sounds like a good time. What's up, dude? How you doing? If I stayed up later at night, I would totally... 8 o'clock feels like a good time to wake up if I stayed up late. I'm just not a late person. I get so tired. I get so sleepy, and I just need to go sleep. Once the idea of sleep enters my mind, like I'll look at the clock and I'll be like, it's 9. I could just go to bed right now. It's like I need to go brush my teeth. I need to like go use the toilet. Like there's a whole process to go into bed. So once I've started thinking about that process in my mind, I start getting super tired. But then I wake up in the morning and I feel good. I feel good, I feel ready to tackle the day. It's pretty great. I have a lot of work to do, but gonna do my usual hanging out in Lutz VC with Kay and Ghost. You just make sure you get your work done. Don't let people Let's all make sure we're being responsible here, all right? I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I know we always joke about, well, quit, but we all need a livelihood, So as long as you can get both done, it's fine. I sound like a parent right there. Jeez, don't listen to me. Who am I? I'm just some dude. Just a dude. I just got done with a week of my coworker being off, and it went swimmingly. It went okay. Nothing too insane, which was great. It kept me like, that level of busy that's like not that busy at all, but also like there's sometimes some things to work on. That was pretty great. It was pretty great. I'm in a very interesting spot right now. Very interesting. Last time I slept into 8 was probably sick with mono. There's no way I can sleep that late now. My body just says no. Even if I plan to like, okay, I'm going to sleep in. So I turn my alarm off. When I wake up at my normal time, I can't just roll back over and go to sleep. I can't. I wish I could. But like, it starts playing in my mind. I was like, well, if I just went ahead and got up now, I could go play a game or, have some quiet time with some coffee. And so inevitably I wake up anyway, like maybe 30 minutes later than I would have anyway. And then I slept in. I'm proud of me. Bum, bum. But like, I can't remember the last time I stayed up till like midnight. On Tuesdays when I play with the boys, I sometimes stay up pretty late. That's like the only night that I like stay up relatively late. Because sometimes, depending on if we're in the middle of something, we can get like, we can get into something and be like, let's just finish this up real quick, and then we'll go. And it can be closer to midnight, but going past midnight, that hasn't really happened. Oh, thank you, Keyford. There's the wireless mouse metal edition. Ooh. You know what? That's pretty nice. Keychron M3 Mini Wireless Optical Mouse Metal Edition. A magnesium alloy body. I like that. Type C. It's also wireless. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I like the simplicity of it. I'm a big sucker for simpleness. Thank you so much for sending that. I appreciate that. Is that yeah, it's not available right now, but I'll keep an eye out for it. Kane ghosts are wonderful distractions, makes working easier. I could see that. Okay, we're putting on the back. I'm just gonna go straight out with this one. That's why I have to mute Lutz's stream when I have to work, because I just easily stop doing my work.
Norris's
yeah,
water. It's a roundhouse kick of hydration.
Yeah, the problem with what I typically do is like I'll get in there, I'll start engaging with people, start chatting, and then lose track of time and be like, oh shoot, I need to like go do some stretches before work. Then I'll do my stretches, and then I'll be like, I'm gonna get back in there, and maybe I do. Maybe I get back in, and then I start conversing again, and all of a sudden it's like I haven't logged into the VPN on like I'm the distracted type of ADHD, where I easily get my attention pulled in different directions and can lose track of time. So on the rare occasion that I can like hang out the entire stream or hang out in a VC the entire day, I would have to just be, there would have to literally be nothing to do. My mind would have to just be, you know, and then inevitably I'd be like, I'm ready to go. You know, I just get, my social battery would just instantly drain and I'd have to go. But I'm glad you guys are having a good time with it. It's great. Yes. Hey, it's Clumsy. Good morning. How's it going? Clumsy made a banger of a TikTok, guys. You should all go check it out. Right when it gets banned, Clumsy pops off on TikTok. My gosh, I don't know about this whole ban thing. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we had this discussion before and nothing really happened. But over the last few years, I've been careful about being like, that's not going to happen, because there's been some wild things that have happened. You know, first I was like, Trump's not going to get elected. That's silly. He's a silly man. The people who are following him are silly people. It's all going to blow over. And then he won, and it's like, whoa. Okay, well, he's a silly guy. Yeah, he's kind of an idiot. But so like there's people around him. We have systems in place for this very thing. Like, he won't do too much damage. Oh, you know, we've had scares of, you know, the bird flu and swine flu and all that kind of stuff, and it all blew over. It won't be too bad. I have been wrong on so many occasions that I've tried in the right now to be a little bit more like a little less predictable. I wanted to say predictable, but that's not the right word. I try to predict things a little less. I try not to be like, that's not going to happen, yada, yada. But because I've just been so surprised. And it turns out I'm not great at predicting things at all. So, you know, I've tried a little bit harder to be less, to just kind of like take them at their word. If they say they were going to do something, I'm going to take it seriously. I'm not going to let people gaslight me anymore into being like, oh, you don't need to be that worried. It'll be fine. You're You're overreacting. It's going to be fine. That's what we were told the entire first run of his version 1 of his presidency. You're overreacting. It's going to be fine. You just don't like the mean things he says on Twitter. I was like, yeah, fair enough. I don't. But, you know, I'm just tired of being gaslit, you know? Embarrassing for the USA. It sure is. Good for Clumsy. Embarrassing for us. I was convinced for a good while that X was a joke and they were going to switch back. Same. No, I actually didn't think he was actually going to do it. I thought it was a Elon Musk joke. So to his credit, he did it. Good job, I guess. You did it. You ruined the site. Cool. I mean, yeah. Good job. And then yeah, he did it, and I was like, "There's no way. There's just no way that that's gonna like stick, right?" Oh, here's a click. You ready? Here we go. Ooh, you hear that one? Anything bad is good if you can make content out of it, I guess. We're so content brained. It looks like you should get one last grip before you can't anymore on the Falcon. Look, I got my pinky out on this grip. That is... Wait. It's the only way I can grip it. It's like when you're holding your phone and you have to like hold the bottom with your little pinky. I hate it. You like that click? Did you hear it? That's nice. Bum, bum, bum. It's a weird sci-fi gun. Oh, yeah. Wait. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew. That's what sci-fi guns sound like, right? Pew, pew. I hate that so much. All right. Let's go. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. I should have known though. So like looking back, you should have known that like his ego would not allow him to make a mistake, you know. He's gonna continue to lean into everything he does because he literally cannot step back for a second and go, "Oh, I made a mistake." Because that's gonna make him look weak. And he's a small little man who cannot for a second let people think that he's weak or that he got something wrong, that he tried something, that he was an innovator and he tried something and it failed. That happens to innovators all the time. That's kind of the name of the game, really. But no, he went down this path of like, I am Tony Stark. We allowed him to make that meme and take it too personally and too close to his heart. And now he's launching rockets. And I got to admit, that's a cool rocket. It's a really cool rocket. It was a very beautiful, like the detail. Did you guys see it? Did you see the SpaceX launch? The detail in the camera feed was pretty spectacular. I know that the flat earthers, of which Elon is probably friends with and listens to them a lot, are just weeping though, because Elon just basically destroyed their entire argument. That world looks pretty round to me from that really crisp 1080p, maybe even 4K. I don't even know if it was 4K. I should watch it. It's not the same one. It's not NASA. Yeah, every time I watch it, I go, this is cool. This is awesome. And then I remember. And I get a little sad that we're not going to have the Star Trek future. We're going to have the space corporation owned future, which has some good stories in it, but most of which are pretty sad and less hopeful for humanity than Star Trek is, you know? Just think of how many sci-fi things have started with, in the year 2099. The entire galaxy is owned by one mega corporation called X. This corporation is evil, and we're gonna take it down. You know how it goes. It's a trope. But it's a sad one. I'd kind of wished we would. I don't know. Where does this go? Okay, yeah, right there. I'm far more of a fan of the Star Trek version of the future than I am, let's say, even as much as I love it, the Firefly version of the future, you know, even though that one is probably a little more realistic, you know, or the Expanse version of the future, but that's probably where we're going. Nah, that footage was AI generated. Wake up, sheep. Well, why would their daddy Elon do that, though? Why would free speech advocate Elon Musk hide something so important from them? You shouldn't trust him then, if that's the case. You should actively distrust Elon Musk, and you should stop giving him your money on X, because all he's gonna do is make round Earth propaganda. I'm serious about this, though, too. If you really think that, you really need to boycott Musk as well. Wake up, sheep. I love your hope. I only see Road Warrior future. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, on Mars. Yeah, Road Warrior on Mars. Who knows the shape Earth is going to be in. I like in Star Trek how they're like, Earth went through really bad wars. They went through a lot of turmoil, but they ended up pulling together and becoming more united. And then when the aliens finally revealed themselves, they united even more. And they're like, we are one planet, we're one people. And then they found out there's a wider federation, and they fixed the things on Earth first. And then once they fixed everything on Earth, they're like, well, now let's go to space. Now let's go start exploring. That's the version of the future I wanted. It's like, let's figure things out here to the best of our ability. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. But like, you know, do we really need there to be hungry people? Especially with replicator technology? Like, come on. I am a believer that like things here won't get much better until we have replicator technology. And we're not going to have replicator technology until we do something about power. And I mean that as like, you know, electrical power. We got to do something about that. I don't know what, but there needs to be a different form of power, collection and storage, before we could ever even dream of making something like a replicator, right? But then once you got that, and then you build the replicator, we're done. We're done. Like if everybody can eat, I really think there'd be so much peace on this planet. But a lot of people who would be very disinterested in that happening, because you can't make money once people can eat for free, you know? Can't do that. Elon Musk is going to make the space Hunger Games or something. I don't know, something. I don't know what he's doing. I can't predict. Like I said before, not good at predicting things. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume that the worst is probably going to happen, you know? That's an odd piece to be extra. It's not completely unheard of, but it is a little odd. All right, well, I'm going to put it aside just in case. This one, not so much. It's this piece here. I'm a little suspicious of that being an extra piece, but I can probably... Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. So, okay, yeah. All of bag 9, it's just an extra piece, which is odd. That's weird. Well, she's taken shape. Look at this. Look at that. Beautiful. I got to tell you, I'm very excited to get back into Minecraft this week. I would normally spend some time on it on Sunday morning, but I'll probably be editing Sunday morning, unless I can do some editing today. I want to get in and experiment with that angle a little bit more. I'm so glad that your kids like watching. I appreciate that. I'll try to keep that in mind and keep the the innuendos to a minimum. That's great though. Mrs. Nodder has been putting, I mean, Zeke has started to like watching Minecraft videos, so started putting some of mine up in the morning, like just the hour stream for him to watch, and he's been enjoying that too. He's usually kind of a background guy anyway. He'll just like, he'll watch something in the background most of the time while he's like running around playing with his toys and stuff, making a ton of noise, playing with Buzz Lightyear or something. My 9-year-old loves reading the chat. Uh-oh. All right. Everybody, keep it PG, okay? Mommy, what does that mean? Johnny, I'll tell you I'll tell you later, or have your father tell you. Go ask your father. Yeah. I think we keep it pretty clean here. At least we try to. I think the worst it ever gets is just strong innuendo that they probably wouldn't, you know. His father uses a lot of grown-up words. He knows not to repeat. Have you done that thing where you put your phone up and record in like the bathroom or a separate room, and then you tell your kid, all right, you can go in here and you can say any bad word that you want, but only in here, and this is your only, oh, I just snapped everything. This is your only chance to do it. And then like watch the footage afterwards. I don't think I'd do it myself, but it is a funny concept. You're too mean. You're like, absolutely not. You don't get to say that. I don't think I'd ever like share that with the world, right? But it would be kind of cute to see. Well, he's still asleep. I'm going to tell you something, okay? So we've had a couple problems, not problems really, but just like there's certain words that like, they're not bad. It's okay. So shut up is a perfect one. Okay. It's not a bad word. Here's where the extra piece goes on the stand right here. Found it. So it's not necessarily that we think shut up is like such a bad, dirty word. It's just that like in public, or like with family especially, we don't want him telling people to shut up. It's just not nice, right? And we're far more about telling him it's not so much that the word itself is bad, it's just not nice to say, and we want to be nice. Like, we want to be nice to people. So whenever he'll pick up, you know, somebody will just say like, gee dang it. You know? That one. And it'll just get stuck in his head, and and then the more you kind of tell him, don't say that, like the worse it seems to get, right? Your 6-year-old has dropped the F-bomb. Uh-oh. Yeah. But the worse it'll get, at least for him in our experience. So what we did, or what I did, and I made this executive decision. I don't know. I think Mrs. Nodder is okay with it. But one time I told him, I said, so, you know, we tell you a lot about bad words and like not to say them and why not to say them and things like that. He's like, yep. And I was like, I'm going to tell you one of the worst words you could possibly say, and I don't want you to say this, okay? This might be bad parenting, so feel free to judge me, okay? I don't know if this is great or not, now that I'm thinking about it, but I told him that one of the worst things you could call someone is a bingo bongo. And it's because I told him this because he had gotten into his head pretty stubbornly the like shut up and what's some of the other words he would use. Again, nothing hugely bad, but the attitude is really the problem. So I told him, don't say that. Don't go around saying that. So of course, the next time he wants to use a word, what does he use? He says bingo bongo, and then we go, oh, oh, that's a bad word. So we've kind of like elevated this bingo bongo thing up. I get that it's lying. You are right about that. It is lying to my child. But it's kind of worked in a way. Like, we just do it when he gets like obsessed about something. And occasionally, like, Ashley and I will drop a word that we've told him. Like, we'll say stupid a lot. Like, a lot when we're just say something that was really stupid. Not to him, but like we'll be talking about something in politics and life, and I'll be like, it's so stupid that people do X and Y. And he'll go, don't say that. That's a bad word. And I'll have to look at him and say, you're absolutely right. I shouldn't have said that. You know? And so sometimes I'll try to catch myself and I'll go, there's such a bingo bongo. And then he'll go, oh, that's a bad word. So I don't know. I don't know if this is a tactic you should do or should use, but it is one that we used, and it got him like out of saying a word that we had told him is bad, that he understands is bad, but he wanted to use anyway, you know? My dad very loudly said BS one time, and my 6-year-old brother found it hilarious, and now he repeats it every so often. That's exactly how it happens. Yep. Like the whole shut up thing, like said to us, we can only think, we don't go around the house telling each other to shut up. We don't tell him to shut up. But the only thing we could think of is we have told our dogs to shut up. I have specifically. I don't know about Mrs. Notter. She's far nicer than I am. But like when they're going crazy because somebody happened to just walk by our house, and then they just bark for like 15 minutes straight, and I finally crack and just say, shut up. That really, like, that got into him. And now, like, it's still kind of hard to get him to stop with the shut up thing. And again, it isn't because it's wildly inappropriate or anything. It's just because, like, I don't want him to be, like, out in a mall or something, and some stranger's talking, he just goes, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, I want him to be kind. And that's what we try to focus on, is let's make our words be kind. And he'll go, oh, is that a bad word? And it's like, not necessarily, but it's not very kind for you to say it. That's kind of what we're on. This took forever to put these little pins in here. That entire time I was talking, I was trying to put these little pins inside this tube, this blue tube, and I got them finally. That took forever. Man, my fingers hurt. We all lie. Santa, hello? Wait, what lie? What lie about Santa? I've seen Santa. Santa was in my office just a few short months ago. He was here. Yeah, Clumsy, I don't know what she's talking about. Fro. It's a Fro raid. Batten down the hatches. Hold on one sec. Let me get you a shout out. I gotta work on this system. There you go. Baldur's Gate 3. Hello, everybody. Good morning or good evening, as the case may be. Good night. If some of you got to go on and go to bed, I completely understand. How was Baldur's Gate today? Did you have another fun boss fight? I didn't get to stop in before stream this morning because I had a lot to set up. I didn't set up anything last night. But welcome in, everybody. Dances with Balverines. How you doing? Ill-Natured Gaming. That's a great name. And there's Lars. Hey, Lars. How's everybody doing today? If you got to go, if you're tired, completely understand. Do what you got to do. Much more kind than yesterday's stream, that's for sure. What happened yesterday? Uh-oh. I respect the fact that you streamed that game. I don't think I could do it. I'm going to play it eventually. I'm going to play it with some friends eventually, but I don't think I'm going to stream it. I'm just so D&D burned. I've been burned by D&D so many times. It makes me feel like an idiot, honestly. It makes me feel so silly and stupid and not smart. As most games do, but like there's something about D&D that just the level of detail just makes me feel very small, you know? Too Long didn't read. He went to kill a level 10 monster at level 4. That'll do it. That'll do it. I've been stuck for a fair bit in one certain fight. You eventually broke through. Well, good for you. See, you stuck with it. I'm glad you did that. Persistence is the key sometimes. Then we found a new party member, so a pretty exciting night. That's great. Yeah. That does sound like Fro in a nutshell, honestly. Yeah. We're kindred spirits that way. I don't know. There's just something about the D&D. I think I'll have an easier time with Baldur's Gate. I played the alpha. We played a pretty decent amount, and then we came across some game-breaking bugs, so we stopped. At that point, I put this piece on wrong. What's up, Red? How you doing? We're doing the Millennium Falcon here, if you can't tell. This is the MIDI scale that just came out a few weeks back now. I gotta say, I don't know if I'm a fan of that cockpit. Anyway, we'll go over that in a minute. But the detail work on this for this set this size is pretty impressive. Most impressive.
Then man your ships.
Oh.
And may the force be with you.
Man your ships. Let me do that as soon as I find this piece. Where is it? It's a little corner piece. It's a little angle piece. There you are. Okay, is that going to be it for this? No, hold on. Hold on. Let me just finish this piece and we'll take off. The Death Star can wait. It'll still be there. Ooh, that'd be cool to add to that scene. Like the trench run going behind me. Ooh, that's a great idea. I wonder if I could pull that off. What if I could pull all the scenes from Star Wars that's in the trenches and add it to like the footage behind me. I know this doesn't make any sense until I do it, so hold on, I'm almost there. There, okay, I'm gonna stop right there. I play Baldur's Gate 3 with you whenever you would like. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I might have to do several playthroughs because I got several people who want to play. Lars wants to play now, too. Hello there. Okay, hang on. Are we ready? We're going to hit the light speed here in 3, 2, 1. Ooh. No, they're back. The Air Force is trying to recruit you. Don't join the Air Force. Join the rebellion. Or join the Helldivers. It's not the Marines this time. Just through the ads. Okay. Yeah, it seemed like for a while there, Clumsy was only getting like recruitment ads. And then they stopped. Like they finally gave up on her. And now they're back apparently. So, you know, wouldn't it be kind of cool? I might look into this. So we start in space, we go to hyperspace, we come out, and then I have footage of like the Death Star trench run running behind me too. Ooh, that's such a great idea. I think I could probably do that. I'd have to find just the parts of the footage where they're flying down the trench, loop it, reverse it so it looks like I'm going the other way. That might be doable. That'd be pretty cool. I can't play BG3 because I don't have the right gen of console, and quite frankly, pisses me off. Yeah, I get that. Kind of surprising too, because I wouldn't have thought that would be like super hard on a PC, but there is a lot of detail going on in that game. So I guess I get it at the same time. PC's expensive. PC is expensive to buy a PC right now that would run BG3 like decently. That'd be a pretty decent chunk of change. Pretty decent. You'd be much better off, honestly, getting an Xbox Series S, which I know is still, relatively expensive, but it's a pretty dang good deal. It's a pretty good deal. You can play like just about everything. We got ours as like a family entertainment system because I was getting really sick of like the smart TV options on our TV are just absolutely horrible. It's like an Amazon Fire thing, I can't play Diablo 4, which is coming to Game Pass on the 28th. I'm going to play that too. I was actually thinking the other day, I was like, I kind of want to try out this game. Because I think it could be nice to just have like a nice little like clicky game that I can jump into when I get bored. And I was like, I went to look actually on PlayStation. I was like, oh, I played on PlayStation would probably be great. And so I did that. I went to look at it and it was still $70. And I'm like, I'm probably not gonna like it, so I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy it for $70. I'm just not. So I was like, I'm gonna wait. And then a couple of days later, I heard it was coming to Game Pass. So I'm like, well, I'll probably do it on PC then, right? Yeah, I'll probably do it on PC. Yeah, it's a little loose. I'll probably do it on PC then, and I'll give it a try. And if I don't like it, I'm not out $70. So I'm very happy about that. Okay, so then this piece. Rawr, who is that? Ursa. Thank you so much for the subscription for 7 months. Woo, 7 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You guys are amazing. I love you both, you and Mursa. Just good people. Not just for subscribing, just in general, this piece needs to be moved down a little bit. I did a trench run last night with my Goblin Druid. Turned into a huge old school.
And this Corcat gifted a tier 1 sub to Old School Quarter.
Thank you.
They have given 3 gift subs in the channel.
3 gifted subs. Well, thank you for that. Look at that support. Look at that support. That's lovely to see. Thank you. I appreciate it. Supporting each other is what I mean. And me. It's like you're my mom and dad supporting me on my streaming venture. There was who was it? I think it was Sword Bear who like had his actual parents like in chat, and something about that really really kind of made me sad. Like glad for him, but also just kind of like, man, can you imagine having such supportive parents? Can you imagine? All right, so then, okay, there's gonna be another click here. Son, we are so proud of you, Ursa. We're probably similar ages though, but I'll take it. All right, here we go. This is gonna click together. Ready? Ooh, I gotta say, like, look at that way. The way that those clip together is so satisfying and so rigid. Like, that's not going anywhere. This might be the best built Millennium Falcon in all of LEGO history. The UCS Falcon is the flimsiest thing you've ever seen. It will fall apart. All the panels fall off when you touch it. I went to go dust it the other day and everything just starts falling off of it. But the clicks on this, the thick clicks. Your parents are on Twitch? That must suck for you. I mean, if my parents, I'm not going to talk about that. It touched my heart to see somebody with such supportive parents in a hobby that like most parents would probably roll their eyes at or not understand, or or think that their children are engaging in some weird cult. I don't know. Which is true. Anyway. Sandstone versus granite. Granite. Are we talking polished granite? you know? What about Ashley's mom? Ashley's mom is pretty good. She knows, she gets it. She's a little more hip, you know? She's a great lady. She's probably one of my favorite people in the world. Honestly. It would have been much harder having done what I did, like moving across states, if it wasn't for her like support and her like willingness to do it. Like my parents never would have like would have been like, well, I'm sorry, you want to move your boyfriend here from where? Who is this guy? But like from the moment we met, I feel like she just knew. She was like, yeah, you're the guy. This is right. This is what's supposed to be. She's also oddly like really, without getting into too much detail, she can be kind of scary sometimes with how try to think of a way to say this. She can get a little scary sometime with her intuition. Let's call it intuition. Because to be completely honest, that's all my little tiny brain can comprehend. But yeah, very intuitive, very like she just kind of gets what's going on a lot of times. She has her moments too, but for the most part, she's a very intuitive lady, and she can read people really well, you know. Pass the mama vibe check. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, if it wasn't for her, like I don't know, it would have been really hard to make it happen. Make it happen, Captain. There's been many a times where she spends the night here on Friday nights sometimes. And I'll be streaming in here on Saturday morning, and she'll be like, I heard you up talking to your friends. Or the first time she was like, I heard you get up super early and start talking. What were you doing? And then once I told her, she was like, oh, okay. And now she knows. Like, oh, okay, you're talking to your friends. Oh, no. Oh, did Kay show you some of the vacation videos? I'm fine with that as long as Kay was cool with it. I might have shared a video with Spooky, and I forgot to ask Kay if that was okay first. Which I'm sure he'd be like, it's fine, but we're not like, you know, hiding our identities or anything like that. But I try not to just straight up dox myself. But to close friends, maybe. You don't have a tiny brain, it's a smooth brain. Sure. That was an old meme from Jordan's channel. I mean, I guess it was more than just his channel, but the smooth brain. I think he even had an emote, didn't he, Clumsy? Didn't Jordan have a smooth brain emote? I miss that guy. Someday I hope she pops onto stream so we can say hello. That's probably not going to happen because that would require creating a Twitch account, and we can't keep track of her iCloud account. So I don't think I have much hope for a Twitch account for her. It'd be far more likely that she'd pop up behind me on camera before she'd probably pop into Twitch chat. What a piece of junk. Hey, Dartorlin. This thing? She's the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy. It was Kay who asked if we wanted to watch. Okay, good. I'm glad. Ghost and I jumped at the chance to see it. Ashley, you're the most adorable couple. Well, thank you. Thank you. We try. Yeah, I'm totally cool with it if Kay's cool with it. I'm kind of glad he did because I might have already done so and forgot to ask him. So I'm glad that he is too, you know. I mean, I have a whole channel out there that isn't necessarily a secret, but I use my entire Christian name, which at some point is probably not going to be a secret anyway. And it's not really. It's such a weird place to be because it's like, I'm not really hiding it, but it's just like, I don't want my entire life out there. But there was a time where I was doing quite a bit of like content, quote unquote, under my full Christian name. I was pulling the Casey Neistat, you know. When you can't think of a good name for it, you just go with your actual Jesus name, you know. Whoa, jeez. Speaking of, 'cause I don't want to get into that. But yeah, I was pulling the Casey Neistat, you know. When you can't think of a good name for it, you just go with your actual Jesus name, you know. Whoa, jeez. Speaking of. 'Cause I don't want to get into that. But yeah, I hope mom-in-law does a Zeke and comes up behind. That is likely gonna happen. I thought you meant pops up in chat as a chatter. I was like, that's probably not. But yeah, that could happen. If I tell her that everybody wants to say hi, she becomes a little minor celebrity. Okay, come on, get on that hook. This one's a little harder to hook in place for some reason. Oh, interesting. Oh, huh. Oops. I've got to get this in here. But this other clip is kind of getting in the way, too. So I've got to get it in here with the other clip still in here. How am I going to do that? Oh, wait. It's because that's not where it goes. Not quite at the end. I have a whole nother bag left. That's because it goes here. Why was I thinking it went on the bottom there? It doesn't. That's why. So you know that old saying, if at first you don't succeed, try again. There's also another saying that says, if first you don't succeed, check the directions again. You're probably doing it wrong. Ready? 3, 2. Ooh, that was a good one. That was like a chiropractor cracking your back, which you shouldn't do, but okay. That's not medical advice. Let's see. I might have noticed a Jesus name on a social media network the other day. That's completely fine. Like I said, I'm not like actively hiding it. But you know my name, you find out where I work. You find where I live, and you show up at my door, and that's not cool. But yeah. Well, that was fun. Dog couldn't hold it, and there was apparently a house fire down the street, so it was loud outside. Oh no. Yeah, I hope everybody's okay. Colorado is amazing, Ursa. We usually go like once a year. We're not going to go this year because instead of Colorado, we are planning a Disney trip in December instead. But normally in like September, we'd go to Colorado, escape the last bit of summer heat, and just get out of here. How's it going, Dart Torlin? I still love your emote. Dart Torlin has some great Lego emotes. That for sure was a bone cracking sound. Just a little pop in the back. Whew, that helmet is so much hotter than you'd think. Did everybody else in chat hear my sad story of being canceled and losing 3,000 followers overnight? Everybody up to speed on that? Oh, also, Lars, did I put something about my name? Did I leak myself, or was it from my significant other? Because if I accidentally did that, I don't mean to. Was this what is this drama? It was, yes. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. That's fine. I was just like, did I post something that I wasn't aware of that I accidentally went whoops? That's fine. Yeah. So, during the stream on Friday, I gained 3,000 some odd followers over the course of that stream. It was an amazing stream. It was the best one I've ever had. It was amazing. And I got so many followers just because like everybody was thinking, man, this guy does such a great job streaming that I need to follow and support him. And they just kept coming to the point where I had to like turn off my alerts because there's just so many of them. There are so many of them. But I guess talking about the U.S. education system and the flaws of that and how we need to try to fix that, I guess that kind of got me on the radar and got me canceled. And I lost those followers overnight, it seems. And sad. It was disheartening. I just felt so validated and vindicated, you know. It could have been the new math too. There was a couple of things I said in that. I think I did also say something about trans rights as well, and so I think that might have also done it. That might have also been the thing. But you know, we push on. We're back down now. We were at, if you see on my Twitter, we were at 3,000 something. And now we're back down to 370. You know, it was a bit of a blow to the morale, but I'll be fine. We'll bounce back. The important people are here. They're here. And that's what matters. Nerdhala, good morning. May the force be with you as well. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Obviously, I'm joking. It was the bot follows that happened, but it's still a funny meme to lean into. And I will be leaning into that on the edit from the Friday show that should be posted sometime tomorrow. Should be. I started editing it already, and it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Among, like, we're talking about education, I'm using the stair stepper, and I get bot followed. Like, a lot of things happened in that stream, so trying to get it condensed down into like one or two things is going to be like really interesting. Look at that. Look at that. I love a good undershot like that, don't you? I love that. The snot. It's so great. I hate raids. Raids hit in an art community too. Yeah, I wasn't just chatting, and it was just follower bots. So like none of them actually came into the stream. It just like was just follow bots, just to spam my notifications, which was just a slight inconvenience. So, and then I used the what is it? What's the name of that guy and his tool? There's a tool that helps you like clear those out. You just search for the date range and the time range, click a button, and it just does it. It does it for you. It was ridiculously easy. Commander root, yes. Commander root. Yeah. Yeah. So it was nothing. It was nothing. But I gotta say, a tiny little part of me, okay? A little tiny part of me was just a little bit sad to see the number go down. It is back to what it was before, so I shouldn't be sad about that, you know, but it's like, man, how cool would that be? But at that point, 3,000 some odd followers, I don't know, that's pretty big. In my eye, that's pretty big. And definitely wouldn't want to get that way, you know, so I'm not sad. I'm not like gonna keep them or anything like that, but they're gone already. They're gone already. It was fun. And I'm going to make content out of it. So I should have just immediately applied for partner. Yeah. I should have checked the partner status thing to see if I even qualified. That would have looked so shady though, wouldn't it? Surely they'd look into that and be like, you gained 3,000 followers in one day and then applied for partner. I'm trying to think of what the other things for partner are though, that I probably haven't hit. Oops, this is the wrong piece for that. I think there's other criteria that I still would take a while to hit. Isn't there like active chatters as one of the criteria? I haven't looked at partner in a long time. I'm probably never going to make partner, and I'm okay with that. Fine, it's fine. Where'd the piece go? Oh, there it is. Is that a ghost? What's up, ghost? Oogst. Is that just ghost backwards? Wait, no, it's not even backwards. Oogst. Sura. Wait, how did I type it that way? Did you really? You didn't do that on purpose? I swear I didn't type it that way on purpose. That's weird. I say that to say that I don't know if my goal is to make partner. Not that like I'll never make it anyway, poor as me. That's just not really like my goal of the whole thing. You know? I don't really know what my goal is. I just kind of want to have fun, you know? I don't really go into it thinking I'm going to make partner one day and I'm going to quit my day job and become a full-time streamer. We're actually, funny enough, me and Mrs. Nutter were just talking about that. And not in the way of like, oh, this is going to happen, but said something about, she was watching somebody and they mentioned, I think they were playing like Disney Dreamlight Valley or something, and they mentioned like, yeah, so I do this full time, so I stream for 8 hours a day. And she's like, how can someone stream for 8 hours a day? And I was like, it's possible when it's your full-time job, totally doable. But I was like, if I ever became to the point where I could like quit my job and do this full time, I wouldn't stream at 8 hours a day. No, I would stream from like the time I stream right now to about noon. And then I'd call it quits and just like make videos and stuff the rest of the time. Like I don't think you need to be live for like 8 hours, you know? I don't think that's necessary. I think it's probably far better use of your time to like make content elsewhere with that same time. But what do I know? I don't know nothing. It is almost built. It's almost there. It's getting very close. Actually, yeah, this is it. This is the last pieces. Okay, so this is going to go here. So clever. This is very clever, okay? So look at this. So there's this little spinny thing. This is going to be for the radar dish on top, right? You don't really want the radar dish to spin in every direction because then you can never get it quite like right where it needs to be, okay? So if you put this here and then this little centered stud piece keeps it from going any further that way. I'm interested to see then, yeah, it looks like what they're going to do is do that on the other side here so that it can only spin a couple of directions. It's not going to go any further than that either way. That's pretty clever. That's pretty clever. What's the point of the bot raid? Get someone banned? Yeah, just to panic the streamer, I think is what it is. If they don't realize that they can turn their alerts off, it could get pretty overwhelming. Yeah, especially with things like Commander Root, it's a very juvenile thing to do to think that would have any kind of like effect on somebody, you know, other than just being like, I want to be annoying right now, you know. And then if you don't take credit for it, then it's really like that could have been anybody, you know? That literally could have been anybody. I don't know who that could have been. Oops, I forgot to put this little clip right here. Ah, that's cool. There's a little radar dish. Beautiful. Doesn't move any further than that. It's exactly what you want. Probably be even better if it could lock into place somehow. But that's good enough, at least. You don't have to worry about it spinning all the way around, you know. Let me make sure, do you have a panic button? Would that be like where it just kills the stream? Not really. I don't really have that, but I do have my alerts set right here where I can click one button and turn them off. So like it's not a huge deal when it happened, you know. I can't wait to build this piece of junk set too. Wonderful. What? Oh wait, it's a reference. It is a Star Wars reference. It's the fastest hunk of junk of this side of the galaxy. Can I ask an intrusive thought question? It's not too rude. Absolutely. Am's a Star Wars dumb. We'll get you there. We got to get you watching Star Wars. Is this based on the OG Falcon or the new one? What shape is a radar dish? It is round, so it is based on the OG Falcon. There you go. That is how you can tell. Would have been kind of cool if they included both. They do that in the UCS set. They include both sets of figures from either saga, and then also both radar dishes as well. So you're saying you're kind of a big deal now? I was for about a day. You know? Have you ever done the Homelander from The Boys? Ashley, look at me. I haven't done that. I haven't. I know what you're talking about, but I haven't done that. Should I try it? Look at me. I like The Boys. The Boys is a lot. I can't wait for the next season. It's pretty good. Somebody get raspberry jam. Let's jam the dish. Let's jam their sensors. My laptop keeps moving my cursor to the start after I type 2 letters, which is how I ended up with Ustk. I like Ustk. Twitch does that? Why would Twitch do that? My laptop keeps moving my cursor to the start after I type 2 letters. That's weird. Huh. Did you watch the spin-off series? I haven't yet. Is it worth it? Maybe I should do that before the new one comes out. There was a moment in The Boys where I wasn't so sure I was on board with it. I was kind of like, it's kind of like, where are they going with this? I don't remember the exact, like, my exact reasoning as to why I was like feeling like I almost quit it, but it was just, it was making me feel weird. You ever had that happen where a show, kind of like The Walking Dead sometimes did that to me, where it just made me feel weird things and I wasn't so sure I liked it. Like, here's another snap. Maybe. Ooh, there's one. Hang on. There's gonna be another. Here we go. That was like a crunch. I like that one. I liked that one a lot. Ooh, that looks great. But yeah, it just made me feel a certain way, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that makes me weird or not, but it made me feel, I don't know. But then, like, after a couple days, I think it's because if you watch too much of it, if you binge it all, I think you can feel kind of weird. So once I had a few days away from it and came back to it, I was like, okay, all right, I'm back in. It's okay. And now it's been long enough that I'm like, I'm ready for more. I think I just need to pace myself with it, you know. How can both of your keyboards do it? I don't know. Are you on a laptop perchance? And is your palm touching the trackpad when you start typing? The spinoff is amazing, especially last episode. Okay, I'll have to check that. I tried it again. I typed @G and it put the cursor before the G as soon as I typed G. That's weird. I think it gets too gross, that show and many of the more recent gritty TV shows. Yeah, I think it's just a lot to deal with in like one sitting, you know? Thank you for the ad break, Bebo. My sister's band's song made it into one of the episodes of The Boys spin-off series. Yeah, that's a sentence. Tell me which one it is. It's very American. Yeah. What's up, Koro? Good morning. How you doing? Ursa can change someone's nickname in Discord too. You should do it. Do it. You're on PC. Then I don't know. That's weird. I am on a laptop, but my trackpad is turned off. That's very odd. Anybody else having that happen? And it's only on Twitch? So when you do the @ symbol, it does pop up a menu, right? To like pick a person. If I did @ghost, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that could be. That's very odd. Only on Twitch. It's not just the @ it's all things that I typed. Now that's even weirder. So it's not something about the @ It's not doing it now. Convenient. I'm kidding. Back with coffee. I'm out. But look at that spooky deer mug. This wonderful spooky deer mug can be yours for the low price of... It was actually pretty low. What was it? Was it 15? Which for merch mugs is pretty good. One of my favorites. I love this side. I love the message on this side. Oh, there. Now you can read it. Love it. Love my spooky deer mug. Only at twitch.tv/spooky_deer. And I think the O's are zeros. Because he's a real one, you know? You like that guy? No way. No way. I couldn't tell at all. All right. Look at that. Look at that little gun. Isn't that so cool? I was wondering how they're going to do that. They use binoculars to make the quad cannons. That's so cool. Gosh, I'm such a nerd. Yikes. Yikes. Are we? I guess we're not going to do the bottom. Yeah, I guess it doesn't have bottom cannons because the stand is there. That's a little disappointing, though, you know. It's not complete without the bottom cannons. Wow, the Enterprise looks so good. She doesn't know any better. It's fine. It's fine. Just trying to get a rise out of you. That's it. You know this. You have 3,000 followers. You're going to be fine. Oh, I don't have 3,000 followers anymore. Okay, never mind. All right, so we're going to build this little 25-year anniversary sign now, which, by the way, not a sticker in sight on this set. Yes, I'm going there. Not one sticker, even though these particular pieces have all been stickers in other sets, which means they had the ability to print those stickers on other sets and made the choice not to do it. That's pretty messed up. There's these pieces here that are also printed pieces, which for a collector makes this worth a lot more. Instead of a sticker piece, you have the actual authentic printed piece. So I could go through and just replace all the pieces on my other Falcon with these unprinted pieces, or these printed pieces with the non-sticker pieces. I just don't get the logic. There's also this piece here, which is really cool. It's the little, that's where they'll be sitting to shoot the little cannon, you know? And that's printed. Not one sticker. I'm so proud of this set. This might be the best set ever. Stickerless behavior. Spoken like a true stickerless person. You winning at the Death Star? I think so. It made you laugh, cry. Good. Mission accomplished. Are all the new sets stickerless? I don't think so. I mean, the last few ones. So I've been told, we'll see if this is true next week. The Tantive 4, I've been told, has a lot of stickers. It doesn't make any sense. I would almost expect this one to have the most stickers because, again, other sets that use these same pieces and the same design have stickers. So I don't know. I don't know the logic. It isn't just like, you would think the adult sets, like the ones that are meant for like 18 and over, you'd think those like wouldn't have stickers because they're more expensive, but that doesn't seem to be the case either. Okay, looks like this goes right here. Oh, there we go. It says it, Millennium Falcon, Star Wars, Lego Star Wars. I can't even. It's such a nerdy thing to be into, but I just love it so much. Get off my back, you know? What's up, Smokey? The dog's in here. What you doing, bud? Hey. He needs a haircut so bad. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hi, buddy. Oh, I think I hear the boy. Hi, buddy. Okay, I'm going to put this right here. You need a haircut. I do. I do. You're not wrong. It's getting a little sloppy, huh? I'm going to put that. I did this for the other one and I like it. I like putting it right there. You don't have to, but I like putting it there. Look at this thing. This is probably... What if I just dropped it right here? I think this might be, number one, the best Millennium Falcon model, like build experience wise and rigidity wise. There's a very long hair stuck in it. I hope that's mine. Yeah, there's the kid. Rigidity, is that a word? Rigidness wise? Like, look at this. You can't do this with any other Millennium Falcon set, because these panels on all the other ones are just kind of like sitting on top. On this one, can't swoosh it. One, it's too big, and you would need big muscle to do that. Is that right? Sorry, I'm just looking at something that looked off to me. But anyway, okay, I guess that's fine. But yeah, nothing's coming off on this. This is great. Let's try spinning. That's a neat trick. Look at that. You can't do this. Is perfect. I think this is perfect. Is this the best Millennium Falcon that LEGO has ever made? It truly might be. This one's impressive, right? This one's great. It's huge. It was a lot of fun to build. It was a big adventure to build. But like, as far as like playability, level of detail, I can't believe they got that detail at this size. That is pretty impressive. It's just amazing to me that I can hold it like this. This just feels like a Millennium Falcon toy at this point. The cockpit's a little weird to me. Let me show you why. This section right here, I don't feel like is high enough. Let me see if I can get you see that? I think this hump needs to come up a little bit higher. But just by a little bit, maybe just a couple of studs. Because see how it just kind of looks like flat, a little too flat. But that's about my only critique of it. Everything else is like pretty spot on. Pretty solid. I love the little cannon. I love that. And of course the stand. Can't believe they got me to buy another Millennium Falcon. Your hump is too low now. Hey, let's not talk about my humps. My lovely lady lumps. Okay, anyway. And the stand's great. The stand puts it at this angle that I really like. It's kind of hard for you to tell there, I think. You see like that angle that it puts it at? That's a very displayable angle. I like that. I do wish there was more. It's pretty much set in stone, the angle. It looked like you could probably pop this piece off on the back. And you could shift it, but then you're gonna run into the stand not being able to hold it up. So I think it's really just one. Now you need the Mini R2. Well, none of the anniversary sets I got right now are the ones that came with the figs. There's only two. There's only the Tantive 4 hallway and the R2-D2. Whereas for the 20 year, there was like 5 and one in each set. And I got all 5 of them. Did you showcase the Easter eggs? Oh yeah, like with the one of these has, it looks like the little Dejeric table, the little hollow chess table that they're playing at, and it looks like R2-D2 and C-3PO and Chewie. Yeah, we saw those. I don't think you can get to them now that it's done, though, can you? I would probably have to pop off a panel, and I'm a little nervous about popping off a panel right now. Just want to pop my panel off, you know? Here he comes. So yeah, it's pretty solid. Huh? What was that? Oh, why did my sand cutting video stop? Come on. I need that. I need that for retention, viewer retention. Huh? Anyway, that's it. I guess we're pretty much done, huh? Man, it's early. I still have like another hour. What should we do for an hour? I was about to leave, but the sand kept me. Got it. I knew it. I know what Zoomers need. Bum, bum. Ambs says Star Wars lines. Whoa! Oh, you scared me.
That looks cool.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Let's say William Falcon was pretty small.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's kind of small. You want to try to swoosh it?
I want to play with it.
Yeah, hang on. Let me pop it off the stand. You can play with it for a second, okay? What sound does a Millennium Falcon make?
I don't know.
You don't know? Can I make it? I guess you could just go, right?
Ooh,
Cool?
a little satellite dish.
Yeah, a little satellite dish. And look at this up here. What's that?
The blasters of it.
The blasters of it.
And these are the other blasters.
Yep.
So I can shoot any more.
Mm-hmm. What do you got on your face?
I don't know.
Just some drool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
I got stained a little.
You got what a little? You got stung a little? What does that mean? Can you see through it?
Yeah, I can see through the winning.
Yeah.
That's like that way, Falcon.
Yeah. That's just like a small version of that big one. Isn't that cool? Oh no. Uh-oh. We lost a piece. Uh-oh.
It's okay. I just say that.
Thanks. Here, let me get it back on.
Did like this.
Okay, so there are
stuck.
pieces that fall off.
Is it flimsy?
So we have to that part is a little flimsy, yeah. That's odd.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's odd.
There you go. There you go. I think he said disgusting.
I'm gonna show mommy.
Did you say it was disgusting?
I'm gonna show mommy.
You're gonna show mommy? Will you bring it right back?
Yeah.
Okay, bring it right back. Okay, be careful. Am I breathing yet? Yeah, no, it's fine. He does pretty good. He plays with the Razor Crest quite a bit, which is right behind me, right here. The little Razor Crest. He plays with that quite a bit, and he's only dropped it once, which is fine. It was one that I wasn't displaying anyway. I had it in the closet, so I was like, yeah, you can play with that. It's fine. But he only plays with it like in here typically. She's out there saying it's so cute. He said, look, this pot is a widow flimsy. Gotta be careful. It's a widow flimsy. You coming? Good job, bud. Thank you. All right, let's put it back on the stand. And we'll put it on the shelf, okay? You want to play Lego today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be out in a little bit, okay? Oh, are you gonna, do you want to bring that out with you? You want to bring that out with you? Okay. Be careful. I said that and watch him just drop it right now. Okay, there he goes. Yeah, so he plays with a couple of the sets that I was like not displaying and was probably going to take apart and like put in storage. Oh, that's something we could do for the next hour here. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about Lego storage? Because April is supposed to be the month where I try to get my Lego storage under control. It might be all of these here need to be like resorted and find a different way to like store them so that I can still access them and build with them. And then also I'd like to get the shelves kind of like organized a little bit more and maybe some lighting. So we could start that conversation. He said, it's not for me. It's not for me. Right. It's for display, right? He's gone. It's not for me. It's not for me. Was that a Mando helmet? That's a cool emote too. I like that. Darth Mando. Yeah, so April is supposed to be a range prill, which I think it was a little bit of a stretch, but I've been needing to like get this Lego collection under control. So we'll use the time to like research a lot of stuff. Yes. What's up? Yeah. Okay. Can you let Smokey out too? Go on, Smoke. Go on. Thanks, bud. Weren't we talking about hand prill? Yeah, what was hand prill gonna be though? Like I remember that hand prill is like the medicine to make your hands grow. A range prill has nothing on hand prill. There can be multiple things in a month. We can do hand prill. Hand prill was so last year. We talked about Lars talked about making a or like the idea of making sort of a hand prill commercial, but I haven't had the time to put any thought into it, to be honest. Outside of like, yeah, that's a cool idea. I haven't really had the time to think too much about it. You know what I really need? Need is a strong word. I wish I had a laptop. And I'm kind of kicking myself for getting rid of the gaming laptop I had. Because it would be nice to like, I use these screens and stuff for work. It'd be nice to like have a laptop to edit video on and also like work on stream stuff on the side without having to like switch all my monitors and stuff over. So when work is kind of slow, don't tell my boss. When work is kind of slow, like work on stream stuff. That'd be pretty nice. But alas, I had to sell the gaming laptop to buy the desktop, which I still think was a good idea because I've gotten so much more use out of the desktop. But man, a laptop, a creator laptop right now would go so hard. OMG keyboard? What's up with the keyboard? Did you just try to type OMG? At were you gonna say at AMS? At AMS? Still thinking on the ad thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a funny idea. I agree with it. I think it'd be a funny idea. Yeah. So yeah, April is hand prill. It's also a range prill. I think that's what I had. Maybe I should check Discord. Where's Discord? Yoink. It's starting. It's loading. There it is. Come over here. Come over here real quick. Discord. Come on. I think I put it in general. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Arrange Pro. Lego and or other sorting and organization. Organization streams with tips and tricks. Who am I? That I think that I could give you tips and tricks on organizing. Ooh. One of the things though, in talking about organizing, one of the things that some people have expressed to me interest in is potentially how I have built my setup here, and specifically my cable organization, which in its current state is not as good as I want it to be, but with a little bit of focus, I can get it back to where it was. Every time I switch things around, I have to redo I have to redo everything. So yeah. April 8th is the solar eclipse. We're looking forward to that. That's coming up pretty quick. We got to get some glasses for that. Hi, Coleman. Good morning. How you doing, man? Ursa thinks about spiders bursting out of their eggs. I don't like the marbles coming out. Oh, out of this. We're talking about the kinetic sand, the thing I kept to get your attention. Okay, sorry. I follow now. So yeah, that could be part of Arrange Prill, is not just arranging the Lego collection and organizing and sorting and all that kind of stuff. It could also be just like my office in general. I'd love to show you all more. Maybe in a different format, maybe with an actual camera. Could be kind of cool. Some reason I thought it was Sunday and was expecting a spooky boyo, but a Lego boyo is sure a welcome surprise. You want to see what we're working on? We're done, so we're just kind of chatting now. Look at this thing. Look at this Coleman. So swooshable, so like solid. Look at that. It's really good. I am pretty prepared to say that I'm convinced it's probably the best Millennium Falcon model Lego has ever made. In terms of like not only just detail, but also in durability. Like the panels aren't sliding off. Yeah, it's not minifig scale, but it sure is. It's close. I have one gripe about it. And I've told everybody else, but I'll tell you too. This seems a little too flat to me. That part right there, it kind of sticks out a little bit. especially when you're looking at it from top down. When you're looking at it at an angle, it's not so bad. But I think it's too flat. It needs to be a little bit higher, I think. I think I would have gone with using things like this instead of the lower slopes like that, because I think if it matched the slope of this, it would probably look better. But other angles aren't so bad. That's a nice looking angle right there. So I don't know. It's a small gripe. Other than that, I think it's that view right there from top down is where it looks the worst, I think. But that's just me. You like the tube? The tube is pretty great. Let me get this. Here, I'll go full screen for you. There you go. Keep your attention somehow. There's that mouse that guy was talking about too up at the top. So yeah, that'll happen in April. I have a couple of goals. One, I kind of want to get the Lego stuff organized to a point where it's usable and I can make more mocks. So I need to figure out a storage solution within those that can kind of help me with that. And then also I want to get this closet organized too. There's so much stuff in there that I probably don't need to keep. So I'll probably get rid of some stuff too. You like the tube on the Falcon? Oh, I thought you meant in that glass tube that they're using right there. Oh shoot, it all just came apart. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh no. Okay. The stand is kind of flimsy. So you're talking about the tube that goes into here. Oh, you can't see it because I broke everything. Me to put it away. Dang it. Everything's falling apart now. I need to put it on the shelf. I need to give it its rightful place on the shelf. So we have, for next week, we do have the Tantive 4. Let me go get that box real quick. Hold on, am I decent? You know when your shorts just feel like they're riding a little low and you're just cautious, you're just cautious when you stand up. That's all that was going on there. Nothing else. Let me set you over here. Isn't Tantive pronounced some ridiculous way? I thought it was Tantive. It's surely not Tantive, right? Why did I just try to open? I just started opening it. I can't open it yet. What am I doing? I'm not starting it right now. No, this is the Tantive. I always thought it was Tantive. Tantive. Okay, let's find out. Does like Wikipedia or something have the official? Is it Tantive? This says it's Tantive E4. Why would you say the E? How have I gone this long in my life and not known this? Official confirmation is unlikely to stop the pronunciation wars like the argument over GIF, because it is GIF, because the creators of things can also be wrong about how words work. It is a GIF. Always will be. Lucasfilm gave the answer 39 years ago, and it sticks around to this day. Tantive? Tantive 4. I wish I could hear somebody say it. Am I saying it right? Tantive? Well, the name was established in writing as Tantive 4, even before Star Wars came out in theaters. What exactly the ship is got confused quite a bit. While Lucasfilm officially refers to the Tantive ships as Alderaanian cruisers, some of the early expanded universe called them Corellian corvettes. I do remember that lingo. Even the NPR radio drama, which, by the way, if you guys have not heard the NPR radio drama of Star Wars, it is like the best thing. It is the best thing in the world. It's so nice. I think I have it all on Audible now. I think that's probably the best place to get it, kind of like an audiobook. It's a dramatization of like the novelization of, and with voice actors and sounds and ambient sound. It's so great. So great. Ploob? Has Spooky and I made you watch that Doug video about Ploob? I don't think so. Tanta V4. Tanta V4. That doesn't... Okay, so the NPR radio drama refers to it as a rebel blockade runner, which is also true. Well, these have all been retconned into being correct terms for the class of the ship. It just adds more confusion. Well, I want to know the name. But the Star Wars radio drama makes it official. It's not pronounced Tanta 4, it's Tanta V4. But the Star Wars radio drama is not canon. It's not canon. It's just a thing. It's not canon. It's not what actually happened. I just clocked your follower count. Did you say something deeply problematic to lose those 3,000 followers so fast? I did. It was either talking about the American education system or something about trans rights. Trans rights being human rights, you know. It was one of those things, I think. Or was it me liking Clumsy's TikTok? You sent me an Eckhart TikTok of him saying it. Where'd you send it? Discord? Bum, 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 bum. There you are. Eckhart's Ladder. Is this the premier source of information? Okay, hang on. It's up the...
Without looking it up, what's the name of this ship? I'll even put it on screen for you, but how do you say it? Tantive 4? No. According to the Star Wars audio drama, and as confirmed by Pablo Hidalgo himself, this is the Tantive 4. But you know what? I'm not going to call it that because I think it sounds stupid.
Oh,
and
okay.
This isn't even
I
an
appreciate
inconsistency. Pretty much every official Star Wars source uses the correct pronunciation. Unlike, for example, this character who is sometimes called Leia, sometimes called Leia, or this character, Han or Han. I actually like that people say the names differently in universe there because it adds a little bit of flavor to the universe.
That's kind of what we
Star
do.
Wars Legends.
That's kind of what we do in real life too, right? Okay, I appreciate that he's like, okay, so look, the radio drama does this. Pablo Hidalgo, which is he our source for lore? Because I thought that would be not Pablo Hidalgo. So I appreciate that Eckhart was also like, but I'm not gonna say it that way. I just don't think the NPR radio drama is our lore source here. Like the argument over GIF, Lucasfilm gave the answer 39 years ago, and it sticks around to this day. Don't believe it. Nope, it's a Tantive 4. It is dumb. Yeah. I think there were so many things, especially in Star Wars early on, that like there wasn't a ton of this lore connected already. We didn't have like a huge canon universe, but like there was mispronunciations all over the place. All over the place, even within some of the movies, like people saying Han, like he said, mispronouncing because they didn't know. There wasn't like really a lore, and then we've kind of molded the lore around it to say that. So I don't know. I feel like I've heard it called Tantive though. I could have sworn like in universe I've heard it called that, but I don't know. Even Leia said Han. Yeah. Everybody kind of had their own like slant on the names because there wasn't this established like you have to say it this way. You know, half the time Lucas probably didn't even realize that they're like saying Tatooine is another one. Tatooine is a great one. There's somebody who says, where is it? I know someone says Tatooine wrong, completely wrong in the movie. You just called him Buddy. Save me from getting it wrong. Hey, Buddy. Han Solo. Han Solo. Catherine Han Solo. Just like some people say at. It's not at. It's AT-AT. Because it's an acronym. But is it an atist? Or do you say ATST? Anyway, I could do this forever. I'm not a lore master. I don't pretend to be. However, there's just some things that just don't feel right. But I know someone said Tatooine wrong. Someone in the movies. There was a couple like that. I hate that I can't think of it now. Han Solo. I do like how in Solo, a Star Wars story, they have retconned that now into, that is Lando. Lando mispronouncing his name as Han was like sort of like him, like, is this a bad word? I might not want to say this word. It was sort of him in a way, kind of like poking at Han. Like he genuinely mispronounces it the first time, but when he says it's Han, he's like, okay, Han. Like he's doing it on purpose to mess with him. He's trolling. He's doing a little trolling, as we say. He's trolling him. He's kind of like, you know, like when guys are like, they pull this thing. It's stupid. You shouldn't do it. But like they pull this thing on women where they're like, oh, what was your name again? Like Catherine? No, my name is Jeanette or something, you know, some other name. And they do it like on purpose because they think the woman's gonna like be interested in that. I don't know the reason why, but they do it like on purpose. At squared. You can call it an at squared. At squared. I like that. All right. What time is it? I might call it early. How do we feel about that? I might call it early because I feel like I'm dragging it on now. Yeah, I didn't want to say that word. I don't know why it sounded bad to me. Yeah, that's the word I was thinking of, though. That word, as far as I know, is still not canceled. It feels weird to me, though. I don't like it. I don't like it, and I won't do it. So I was like, I don't know. There's just something about the word itself. I'm like, I'm not going to say that right now. I'm not going to say it. Just in case. Just in case. Wow, look at this. Look at them cutting into this kinetic sand. Isn't this wonderful? I bet it makes good noises. Should we hear the sound? Hang on. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I got to pause the music. It looks like Lego blocks. Here's how we're going to end the day. Okay. Is it meant to be canceled? I don't know. It doesn't seem like a great thing to try. I don't know, though. It's probably not a good thing to do, you know? That was like pie. That was wonderful. Ooh, the crunch at the end. My kid is peeing in the laundry room sink. You gotta go? You gotta go take care of that. I understand. I'm gonna sneeze real quick. I shouldn't have sneezed into my hand. That was a mistake. I should probably go too. Ooh, this is actually a little overwhelming, actually. High five? You want one? Here you go. There's my germs. That sound is actually kind of overwhelming to me there for a second. That wasn't... Yeah. It's like I heard you sneeze without the sound. Yeah. I should have just let it go. I don't know why I had to mute. But I should have just gone... They saw the regret on my face. Yeah, and look, me touching my face still. I need to go wash my hand. Okay. Yeah. Let's call it. Let's call it early today. Bring the jazz back. Bring back the Ghibli jazz. Let's go. Nothing to see here. Move along. Move along. Coleman, I hope you have a wonderful day as well. Everybody, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I won't see you again till Monday morning now, which is a shame. Yeah, Monday Minecraft. We'll be back to it. I might try to spend a little bit of time this weekend if I get time on Sunday, working on the shape. I hope that's okay. Just, I don't know. We'll see. I also have to edit a whole video, so be on the lookout. There should be a new video on the Nonder channel sometime Sunday. I already started editing it, and it's gonna be fun. And I'm gonna clickbait the crap out of that. I'm gonna say like how to gain 3,000 followers in one stream, and then it's gonna be about me on a Stairmaster with talking about the education system with no real solutions. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. It's been fun. Revenge of the Riz. I was I was in the game before we had things like Riz. Riz didn't exist, so I didn't need it, you know. I just had charm. Just charm. You know? Okay, I should go. All right, who are we gonna raid to? Who's on? Sorry for starting too early for you, Lars. If you're gonna stream
Chuck Norris's
today.
water. It's a roundhouse kick of hydration.
Ooh, I haven't had one of those in a bit. Let's do that. Thank you. That was delicious. Oh, look, it's me. That'll make a good screenshot. I don't know why. Oh, look, and you can still see it. You can see it going down. Still have a ton of chores and 1.5 hours to go. Gotcha. Okay, so if y'all are looking for something to do later on today, please go over to Lars. I got one person here. We got Usual Joe playing Supermarket Simulator, which I believe we've raided into before previously. Supermarket Simulator is kind of a hit recently. So let's do that. Let's go over to Joe again. It's been a while. I don't know if Joe will remember us or not, but it's been a while. Usual Joe. Sounds like a good choice. There it is. It has been set up. And that's going to do it for me. I'm done. I'm done here. Get out of here. I'll see you all on Monday. And be on the lookout for a video, okay? All right. Thanks again. Bye.